I don't know when I first noticed it. All I know is one day it was there. It's hard to explain what was there, and that's also what makes everything so unclear about it. I wasn't sure if I was just insane and tricking myself into seeing the world in this very odd way, or if this was actually how I, and maybe even other people, actually experienced life. If you've ever had a panic attack, you know the feeling of watching life through a pane of glass and suddenly becoming intensely aware that something is very off. Derealization is basically living in that moment every second, always. And it makes you feel like you're going insane. Anytime you become aware of yourself or your surroundings, then everything just feels completely surreal. Looking yourself in the mirror is freaky, and looking at your hands is very freaky. These symptoms may differ from person to person from what I've heard, but this was my experience. There are many possible explanations for why this came to me. Could have been because I smoked weed, maybe that I wasn't really true to myself, maybe that I felt depressed. Either way, it creeped up over a long period, and after a few years, I felt like I was going insane. And the worst thing about it is that if you Google it or look it up anywhere, you seem to only hear that it's incurable. No medication is found to work. All you can do is accept that this is your life. And that's obviously fun to hear, right? To hear that this messed up way you're experiencing the world is actually permanent. But is it really? I actually disagree with this, because I don't experience derealization anymore. I got out, and so can you. To do that, however, you need to accept a few things. First of all, you simply need to accept that you actually can get out if you want. Because if you don't believe that you can, it will make it much more difficult. Secondly, it takes effort. You have accepted that there is no cure because you're not willing to put in the effort. But if you accept there's no cure, you guarantee that you won't get out of there. It's a way for you to not have to work on it, to not put in the effort. And for some, I think it's a way to get extra attention from people. Because you're suffering from something incurable, so you deserve a bit of extra attention. So you need to consider if you're actually ready to put in the effort to get out of it, or if you're going to be miserable for the rest of your life just sitting at home feeling bad for yourself. No progress has ever come from sitting and feeling bad for yourself.
Speak up. I can't hear you with that pity dick in your mouth.
So if you're actually ready to turn your life around, even if it takes effort, here's the solution. You have to literally turn your life around. There is no quick fix. You have to get rid of any habit that is known to have a negative effect on derealization. And that includes binge-watching TV shows on Netflix, it includes video games, it includes social media, and also smoking weed and drinking alcohol. And I mean, obviously these are unhealthy habits, but most people still have some of them. When you think about it, you will never meet a person that has a healthy lifestyle and still suffers from derealization. They always treat themselves like shit. And nowadays, most people do. It's a very strange time to be a human being right now because we haven't evolved for the world that we live in. So you replace these shit habits with habits that actually improve your quality of life, like working out and reading and journaling. And the one habit that is actually the greatest weapon against derealization: meditation. Here's the thing, derealization makes it so that every time you become aware of the present moment, you kind of freak out. That's at least how it was for me. Like you look at your hands and freak out, for example. And meditation is all about becoming aware and mindful of the present moment. That's the whole point of mindfulness meditation. So meditation starts making it a good thing to be aware of the present moment. And when you focus on developing mindfulness and practicing meditation for a few months, or it might even take a few years, then before you know it, you don't suffer anymore. You don't experience derealization. To me, it took about a year to stop feeling the negative effects from it. And as I said, no quick fix, just effort. You just have to make a choice. Being lazy and feeling bad for yourself for the rest of your life with a victim mentality, or rising to the occasion and taking on the challenge of actually getting rid of this sickness. It's possible, and I believe in you. I know this video will perform better if I just give you a quick fix on how to solve it and it will just magically go away, but no. This is the hard way. However, it is one that works. The only one that works. Even if I help one person get out, I'm happy, because I know what it's like. Either way, you've gotten 1% better than yesterday. Watch this video if you want to make that 2% even better, leave YouTube and go meditate. And to improve one step further, click the link down below to get a completely free one-on-one call with me. I'll help you out with your current challenges and struggles as much as I can, whether that's derealization or something else. I'll talk to you soon, brother. Earn your sleep.